So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, he is hoping a fantastic 2 days ahead. And what a better way to start than to welcome our esteemed keynote speaker for the day. And it's an honor, it's a pleasure of mine to introduce to you Ms. Sarika Agarwal, Chief Business Officer from FINDI, our presenting partner, who is going to deliver the honorable keynote address. A big round of applause to Sarika ji. Welcome on the stage, ma'am. All over to you. And looking forward to a grand opening from you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yeah. So thank you so much and good morning, everyone. It is truly a privilege to be here and welcome you all to India Banking Summit and Awards 2025. A big thanks to the organizer, the 𝐖𝐞𝐥𝐜 Group, for bringing in such a wonderful community of policymakers, lawmakers, change makers, and ignited mind from banks and fintech industry under one roof. It is truly an honor for FINDI to be associated with the organizers, to be a part of this association of progress and inclusion. Now let me ask you a question. When was the last time you went to an ATM and withdrew cash? Or for that matter, when was the last time you had a currency note in your hand? 1 month ago? Six months ago? Or maybe it's been so long you don't even remember when you last transacted in cash. Same for everyone, right? But if I ask you, when was the last time you used UPI? You will say, today morning, when I was coming to this venue and I paid for my cab. Or I ordered some groceries, I grabbed a coffee. Or maybe paid online to send flowers to someone we love. See how seamlessly digital payments are integrated into our daily lives, and we don't realize it. Now just imagine, picture yourself in a village, in a town in eastern UP. You are there maybe for work, for a field trip, or maybe with your friends and families, and then you stop near a shop and you buy a bottle of water. I'm not asking you now, you have to now transact in cash. The most probable case is maybe the shopkeeper will show you the QR code. You will scan and make the payment via UPI. Simple, seamless, frictionless. Now, while you are standing there taking sips from that water bottle, another thing starts unfolding in front of you. A small boy comes in with a neatly folded 10 rupee note in his hand, gives it to the shopkeeper, and walks away with a smile on his face and candies in his hand. A woman comes, she buys some groceries and make the payment in cash, 60, 70, 80 rupees. A small vendor, a thele wala or a redi wala comes and he asks the shopkeeper, "Bhaiya 100 rupees ka chutta hai kya? Bhaiya, do you have change for 100 rupees? And you are standing there and thinking why these people are not making digital payments. The banker, the fintech enthusiast, the payment specialist starts bubbling inside you. And you ask the shopkeeper, why don't these people use digital payments? So simple, just download the app, scan the QR code, and make the payment. So simple and convenient. Now the shopkeeper tells you, no sir, no ma'am, it is not as simple as convenient. I'm using this QR code because 1 or 2 people like you come during the day and they want to make a digital payment. I don't want to lose that business, but it is very much inconvenient for me. I have to buy supplies for my shop, I have to pay in cash. If I have to withdraw cash, I have to go to an ATM which is 10 kilometers away. The bank branch is much further away. I have to shut my shop and then go. I have to let go of my business for that day. The woman you just saw, her son lost all his savings in one phone call. Somebody posing as a bank officer asked for account details and wiped his account clean. The person who was asking for the change, he is my elder brother. He had to sell his shop because his daughter got admission to an MBBS college and he couldn't get a loan in time. And then it hits you, and it hits you hard because few things which are really so much convenient to us, it is not the case there. It is not about the technology. It is about the trust. It is not about the aspiration. It is about the access. So that is the gap which we need to build. Yes, we have come a long way, but when we talk about these people, it is not that they don't want to come into the digital payment ecosystem. It is because we did not build for them. When we talk about the DPI, UPI, of course, we are very proud of it. We are teaching world how to go digital. When we talk about the numbers, our poster boy UPI is breaking records month on month. In May 25, we clocked more than 18 billion transactions of 25 lakh crore of worth. We talk about Jan Dhan, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan account Yojana. It's the most successful financial inclusion program in the world. 50 crore account opened, but 11 crore accounts still inoperative. And the accounts which are active are more so because government is pushing DBTs into it. So there is not a technology gap. There is an engagement gap. And that is something which we really need to work on. There 2 lakh crore or deposits are there in these Jan Dhan accounts. And in unoperative accounts, there is more than 14,000 crore. So that means these people who are not aware. I was hearing to one of the broadcasts from Mr. Ganesh, CEO Airtel Payments Bank. And while he was sharing his thoughts and insights, he mentioned that farmers in a village in Punjab, they were not receiving Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana DBT because their accounts were frozen and they were not aware of it. So that's the plight. That is something which we need to build on. And that is the opportunity we are seeking. When we talk about MSMEs, who are the backbone of India economy, 30% of GDP is coming from them. They are very much in digital regime. They are accepting UPI. They are maybe managing their inventories digitally. But when they seek credit, 25 lakh crore unmet credit demand in MSME lending. This is where we need to build on. So this is where we need to work on, and this is the opportunity which we will be seeking in next 2 days when we will interact with each other. We will collaborate with each other. We'll be hearing from our colleagues from the industry who are pioneering in making AI-based digital and decision making. We will hear from the product specialists who are making products which will be able to combat risk and fraud and will enable us make the products which are digital, yes, but more inclusive, more safe, more secure, and more human. We are also going to hear from our CEO, Mr. Deepak Verma, who is CEO at FINDI, about his insights on one of the topic which is very close to our heart, banking for underbanked. It is his vision for bringing in 300 million of Indians into formal finance fold, which inspires us and which drives us every day to work harder. We are really excited to hear you, Deepak, today. And then before I close, I thank again the organizers, the partners, and every one of you who have come here for sharing your insights, for partnership, and for the collaboration. I'm really looking forward for these 2 days when we will interact, we will share our ideas, and build the India together. And no summit is complete without, of course, the celebration. So tomorrow we are also going to see the trailblazers, the tireless teams who are working behind it, who are taking the India to the next level. Looking forward to meeting you all today and tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarika. Sarika, I would request you to kindly be on the stage. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this wonderful welcome address by Ms. Sarika Agarwal, Chief Business Officer from FINDI. And thank you, Sarika, for that wonderful thoughts and for starting the day. I would also request that, as Sarika said, FINDI has a wonderful setup of a booth outside, and they have been very thoughtful with the, the booth design which they have and want the message to be very clear. So please take out your time during the networking sessions and do engage with their team and do visit their booth to get more insights about FINDI. Now, it's an honor. I would like to call on stage Sri Akshaya Yadava, Director, Government of India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, from Unique Identification Authority of India, to kindly come on stage and felicitate Sarika ji. Thank you, Akshay ji. A big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Ms. Sarika Agarwal from FINDI for her wonderful keynote address.